He was superintendent at Asheville City Schools from 2001 until mid-2007. He worked in Lee County Schools from 1994 until 2001, first as an assistant superintendent and later as a superintendent for 4 years. His career in education spans over 30 years and includes jobs as exceptional children's teacher, coach, 5 principalships, and positions at the central office level. The superintendent earned his Bachelor of Science from Western Carolina University. He holds a Master of School Leadership and an Educational Specialist degree in Educational Administration from East Carolina University. He and his wife Sonia have 2 daughters. May I introduce Robert Logan.
Miranda, thank you. I'd like to join the other speakers in thanking everyone for taking time out of your busy schedules to join us a little while this evening for a very important meeting. I think the documentary, Ms. Harrison, says it all. The research substantiates and is undisputable regarding the benefits that the arts provides to our young people. And not just to our youth, but to all who have the courage to venture into the area of the arts. As a youngster myself, I attempted various aspects of it. I was probably more successful with a little bit of the theater in school than I was with my musical talents. I tried and played instruments that varied from the clarinet to the trumpet to the piano, but I just couldn't get them to sound as they were supposed to sound. So I soon learned to abandon that. But the arts are very important to each and every one of us, and I hope that not just your presence here tonight is an indicator, but that what you do once you leave this auditorium will be an indicator of your support for the arts at Northwood and for what we need to do with the arts. You've heard several of the speakers indicate, and it was a part of the documentary as well, the challenges that exist in helping school districts and schools maintain strong arts programs today. I've been fortunate in that the school districts I have had a chance to lead, or the schools I've had a chance to serve as principal of, we've had strong arts programs in all of those areas. But we need support, not just support from parents, support from the greater community. The arts is an area that comes under fire each time the federal or the state budgets fall short. And when they tell us to start cutting things and start looking for ways to provide more math, science, social studies, or language arts, one area that they always mention that consider doing less of is with the arts. I pledge to you as your superintendent, and I know I can say this on behalf of your Board of Education, that in Chatham County there's no intentions of shortchanging or doing anything that would in any way harm the future growth and productivity of the arts program in our community. In fact, we actually added some, not full staff, but parts of staff at certain schools for the arts program this year. And I hope that we're able to continue to do that in the future. Mr. Cottrell mentioned the point of barriers and of a barrier that exists as a feeder to this particular school. That is something that administration, both at the school and at the central office level, does need to work on. Barriers do exist, whether it's through scheduling, whether it's through financial support, whether it's through prerequisite requirements for various courses, whether it's through things such as the debate over whether or not a course should be honors or not. Where did our art teacher go? Right here. Whether a course should be honors or not. We have to remove those barriers such that our students receive not only the same opportunity, but the same recognition and rewards for participating in our arts programs. And we can put our heads together and start to look for ways to improve and remove those barriers and see to it that the students do receive the proper recognition, rewards, and the incentives of that to encourage them to come into arts. On a personal note, I'm going to take a point of administrative privilege and point something out that I'm very disappointed in. As you heard Miranda indicate, I have 2 students myself. I have a 12-year-old 7th grader, Perry Harrison, and a 14-year-old 9th grader here. To show you where the arts fit into our family, throughout my time as a parent, I've always had my students, my children, my own personal children, involved in the arts. Both students took vocal lessons as youngsters. They both took piano and both play a little piano. But before leaving Asheville, I had entered them into the strings program. And the 7th grader is a violinist, and the 14-year-old was first chair cello as we left Wake County. we arrive in Chatham County and we have no strings program. I will either have to seek private lessons for them now in the community, or I will have to work with the arts department and the principal to get us a strings program started in our school and our community. This is the sort of support and forward activity that we need to take in order to help the arts program grow strong in our community and provide even more opportunities for our children. So again, as your superintendent, and we have a board member present, and I'm sure you'll find that he is very supportive as well. We want to again indicate our support for the arts, and you can depend on us to be there helping the program move forward and to get things done. On a final note, there is a phase 2 renovation plan for Northwood High School, and a good portion of the renovation of the school will be in the arts department. A plan to expand the arts area, the instrumental vocal music portion of the building, such that it better accommodates the program, the quality program that's already provided here. I already had an opportunity to hear the band perform and look forward to the dance, to the theater, to the vocal, and to the visual arts program at the school. Job well done, staff. We look forward to working with you. Yes, we're going to have a good year, a very good year. Thank you.